everyone and welcome to my new video. Today we are going to talk about Blitz bots and blitzing in general. Now this is ongoing subject for a while now. We all know that Blitz bot do exist, unfortunately, and some people are using it. It makes the game worse, it makes the Blitz worse, it makes the Blitz, for the most part, pointless. And here's why. When someone is using Blitzbot, in case you don't know what it is, it's a script, it's a software, it's a third-party app or software that allows you to play Blitz pretty much non-stop. Your teams will go on, and as soon as the cooldown, wears off, your teams will go again and again and again, and making you play Blitz 24/7. Now, why is that not a good thing? Well, because first it's, third-party app that will most probably get you banned at some point. I'm sure that Foxnext is well aware of this and they are working on something, but we haven't seen the fix for several months now, and we are waiting for that. Now, I'm assuming that those players who are using Blitzbot right now are going to be punished. Don't want to say banned, but that is a probability as well. Now, there are a couple of things that they can do to improve Blitz experience and to make it still competitive, but make it more fair in that competitive nature. Let's call it that way. So here's my idea and my thoughts about that. Of course, if you agree with this, like, share, subscribe, so that lots of people can actually see it, and I will post, thread on Reddit about this also. So it will be in the link in the description below. If you want to check that out and upload it, by all means, do it. And here's the idea. So my idea on the Blitz is that we allow tiers. Now we do have, right now in the game, we do have tiers from 1 to 8. And each tier has 4 nodes, let's call it nodes. So, but what I'm referring to is player tiers. For example, tier 1 should go all new players up to TCP of 1 million. Okay, so no one else should be able to enter that tier except for those players, so that they can be competitive, between themselves. Next tier should be from 1 to 3 million TCP. Also, much more fair. You know that now in this situation, if you blitz harder, you might as well get something. In this current state of the Blitz, we are, for example, I am, 4.5 million TCP roster. I am also competing against 9 million TCP players, which is, for me, just not doable. I cannot compete with those guys because guess what? They have quite a roster and they do quite a lot of blitzing in general. So tiers that I am suggesting to be implemented in the game will for sure still maintain competitive nature of the Blitz, which it should be, but I think it will also provide more fair gameplay to all of the players from day one until the end game, and dividing those tiers by 2 million, for example, from 1 to 3, from 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, etc., etc., will give all the players in all tiers competitiveness. So if you want to blitz hard to get certain character or shards for certain character, by all means, blitz. If you don't want to, you can just do milestones and pretty much be done with it. But also, that this this way you will not be competing against Widowmaker or Tadanomac or whoever is out there with, you know, gigantic roster. And it will be more fair to all players, even if the rewards are based on tier. Beginner, you know, 1 to 3 million, 3 to 5 million. Even if rewards were based according to the tier, which means that, let's say, tier 5 or 6 of ranking, or you can call them league as well, doesn't really matter. You know, have like 300 shards, and then the lower tier beneath that has 270 shards, for example, or 50, and then below and below. It will still be more fair and more, it would make sense to actually compete, because you know, when you are 3.5 million TCP, you will be competing against someone who is up to 5. Which, in your case, if you are a hard blitzer and you were making your roster according to that, and you really want to blitz, you will get a chance to finish in at least top 100. Pretty much the same system that is Arena with the shards. That would pretty much be the blitz system that I am suggesting right now. So I honestly think that this will be... Oh, and also the developers mentioned something about adding blitz simulation into the game. I think that is awesome, even if the trade-off of that is like a slightly less blitz points if you simulate. But that will also be a trade-off, because if you simulate, you may actually lose in comparison to you actually playing that blitz match. But for example, I was a very hard blitzer. I used to blitz very hard. I like that game mode. But ever since the blitz bots became a thing, I'm just doing milestones, maybe a couple of more runs during the 3 days period, and that's pretty much it. I'm doing blitz just to spend my energy so that I don't waste it, and that's it. I don't have any more desire or wish to blitz 5 times a day with my entire roster to get like 5 or 6 millions tops. Or maybe more. I never tried it actually with this 4.5 million roster that I'm having right now. I didn't try it because of all that is happening now. Since Foxnex pretty much addressed everything that has been into the game, and they are aware of everything that's going on, because first, they are developers of the game. Second, they are players of the game as well, which is very important for any game, actually, that developers are actually playing, experiencing everything, every flaw, every bug, everything. So they are aware of blitz bots, but in my opinion, and I think most of you will agree on this one, they are not communicating about blitz bots enough, which leaves some part of the community like, are you guys even aware of that? I'm sure they are. Of course, Casino and Mobile Gamer and Valley are talking about it all the time. They are communicating with them as part of the Envoy program, so I'm pretty sure they are aware of every problem that's in the game. It's just a matter of priorities, and I hope this suggestion makes sense to you all, because it sure does to me, and I think it will benefit every possible TCP category in that case. So this is not a rant video. as someone might think, this is more like a constructive suggestion to a Blitz game mode that I really like, actually. And this PvP, the new mode that we are having right now, if it goes into the Blitz direction, which means if it goes to a competitive point with the Blitz setup that you are facing, you can face Widowmaker or, you know, Tadano Mac. That won't be fair, because you are fighting roster versus roster, and they are more powerful than anything that we mortals have to offer. So I'm hoping that that issue will be addressed before it's actually an issue in the game. For now, it's just a fun mode. I like it. I might do a video about it with my alliance mates, and we'll see. We'll see how it is. For now, I'm liking Blitz, not so much because of the issues, but I'm hoping that the developers will find a way to figure this out and to correct it and to make Blitz more fun to play like it was in the beginning. So this is it for me, guys, for today. I am preparing a couple of videos for the future, like my roster review, for example, to give you a look, in-depth look, what I am focusing on, why am I focusing on that, what am I trying to do, etc., etc. I am preparing some videos about going into the Dark Dimension 2 Ultima 7 for new players or newer players, with the characters that are pretty much accessible to all of you without spending any money on them, just investing resources. So I do have lots of things in my mind, but I don't have much time because I do have a job. This is just my passion, my hobby, as playing Marvel Strike Force is also. So back to the Blitz subject. Blitzbots, definitely not a good thing. If you are using Blitzbot, please stop. You are risking your account being banned, all of your progress being just completely annihilated and denied. So with that being said, if you agree with me on this one, on the possible fix for Blitz and Blitzbots, like it, share it, subscribe. There will be more to come. And like I said, once again, I am Omega Storm 83, and I'll see you in the next one.